and welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I am Gem, and let's get to it. So today we are doing the Folklore Book Tag. If you don't know what folklore is, I'm disappointed for you. Basically, Folklore is Taylor Swift's new album, if you don't know that. So it's going through all the songs on the album, and they got little questions that go with them. So let's just jump into it. Also, I'm too lazy to grab the books off the shelf. It's one of those days, guys, okay? Don't judge me. I had to get up at 5 AM in the morning. So the first one is The One, and it is a book with an ending that left you speechless, and I decided to go with The City of Heavenly Fire, not for a good reason though. That book left me disappointed, mad, confused. I didn't remember what happened in the previous book and how it all linked together, and I was like, how has this series gone on for 7 books? So the next one is Cardigan, and that is a book that left you happy and sad all at once. Oh my god. And so for that one, I decided to go with Lies My Girlfriend Told Me, because that book did leave me happy and sad. There was so much going on in that book that I just don't even know where to start with it. Also, no spoilers because it's so good, so you should read it. Don't judge me for this next one because I need my piece of paper here because I do not remember what the song name was or how long this question is. So it is The Last Great American Dynasty, and that is a book with a fascinating and extremely well written story. I think that's just because there's so many long words in it. Anyway, I decided to go with A Game of Thrones and with Outlander. I love them so much. They're probably my favorite long books ever. And just, oh, be still, my beating heart. The next one is Exile. It's my favorite song on the soundtrack. But it's not my favorite question in this. It is a book that you wish you hadn't read, and I wish I hadn't read Carnivalesque by Neil Jordan. Because what was that book? It was so bad. I dare you to find someone who liked it. Because I didn't. Next one is My Tears Ricochet, and that is a book that made you cry uncontrollably. And I don't know, guys. I don't cry in books. I've said it so many times. I feel like I'm just a broken record right now. And I feel like I'm pulling at straws here, but I decided to go with a picture book, and that is Once There Were Giants. I know I've probably come back to this one a few times, but it's really cute. If you don't know what Once There Were Giants is about, it's basically like this girl's life from when she was born to when she's basically having a baby of her own. It goes through very like small moments in her life up to bigger moments in her life when she gets married and all that other stuff. And it's very short. It's a picture book, but I remember my mum cried when she used to read it to me when I was younger. I never really understood until I was older, and I was just like, why did you read me this book? So the next one is Mirabal, and that is a book that feels like it's written just for you, and I decided to go with The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer because I love that book. Like, I read it when I was a little bit older, but I still love it. I love fairy tales. I love happy endings because I feel like you don't get a lot of happy endings in older reading because, you know, life. So I love to go back to kids' books and have happy endings because it's nice to have that. And also fairy tales. I love fairy tales. The next one is Seven, and that is a book that makes you feel nostalgic about your childhood. And I never read this book growing up, but I wish that I did. It is a picture book. It is by Sean Tan and is called The Rules of Summer. It is so amazing, and the art in it is just so good. And it's basically the rules of summer, and it's about 2 brothers and they make up rules about summer. And, you know, it has a little bit of a sad ending, and then it has a happy ending. So you can't be mad at me. Also, Sean Tan is just so good at art. His books cost a pretty penny, but it's worth it. August, a book that reminds you of summer, and I decided to go with Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and that is mainly because of like the summer camp vibes. Not that I ever went to summer camp, but you know, you see a lot of it in the movies, and I'm like, cool, I wish I could have gone to summer camp. This Is Me Trying is the next one, and that is a book that deals with loneliness and sadness, and I decided to go with another picture book here, and it is also by Sean Tan, so don't judge me, but it's called The Lost Thing, and it's about this weird machinery thing that approaches a man one day, and it just doesn't belong there, obviously, and they go through the entire book trying to find a place where he belongs, because, you know, we can't have strange things in society. Anyway, it is sad for a bit, but then the machine finds where he's meant to be. And it's cute. Illicit Affairs is the next one, and that is a book that left you with a book hangover. And the one I chose didn't leave me with a good book hangover, if you know what I mean. I picked What If It's Us? I really didn't like the book. There was a lot of potential in the beginning, but I just feel like in the end it kind of lost what it was in the beginning. I felt like, you know, these two people were kind of destined to be together, and then they weren't. And I felt like it was a bit of a slap in the face. People say that these two authors writing together was a mistake. I went through a few book review things on them, and it's just like, why do you have to have a sad ending? Also, it doesn't need to be a series. There's gonna be more of it, and I'm just like, I don't know how committed I am, because the characters are shit. I'm sorry if you liked it. I really didn't. I expected more of those two authors. I really did. Invisible String is the next one, and that is a book that came into your life at the exact right time, and I have another Sean Tan one. Why am I doing this? It is called Cicada, and it came into my life at the right time because it gave me a new perspective on things. It's about, you know, work and the grind, and then, like, not taking yourself too seriously, because, like, work isn't your life. You should balance the two of them, and I really liked that. Madwoman is the next one in this tag, and it is a female character that you adore, and I decided to go with Diana from the Gone series. She is crazy, but I kind of love her at the same time. Sometimes it's a love-hate relationship with Diana, but also then she can't do no wrong in my mind. The next one is Epiphany, and that is a book that is haunting, and I don't really read a lot of scary books, so I decided to go with Hunger for this one because that was really intense, and I feel like it's just gonna get worse with that series, and I'm scared. Betty is the next one, also a favorite song of mine. And that is a book couple that leaves you with yearning. I feel like my mouth does not want to say that word. Anyway, the couple is from Leah on the Offbeat. I don't want to give too much away because it is a massive spoiler. Oof. I feel like I'm spoiling enough by saying the title of the book, so you know you know. Peace is the next one, and that is a book character you would die for because you love them so much. Gem. Hoax is the last question in this tag, and that is a book that you thought you were gonna love, but you didn't. And I never finished this book, and I feel a little bit bad. I'm gonna come back to it, I promise. I swear. And that is Heroes of Olympus, Blood of Olympus. And I just felt like I sped through like that entire series until that book. I don't know what happened, but the characters were not the characters that I thought they were. I was very disappointed. My heart was a little bit broken for one in particular. I'm sure you know who that is, because I have bitched about him before. But I was just a little bit disappointed. I'm not giving up on it just yet because it's Rick Riordan, and I gotta give him a second go because he's got every book so spot on until now. Well, until then, when it was released. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Good